Alright, we're live on YouTube now, hopefully. Yeah, what's happening, Pixel Pusher and Pinto Fool? How you doing? Thought you were a chess player. Yeah. Yeah, we got ELO ratings for LeetCode, man. I played a game of chess the other day at work. I played 2 games of chess the other day at work. And I won one against the beginner, and I lost one against somebody who's not a beginner. I got destroyed. And I got destroyed by the dang LeetCode contest rejudge. Anyways, let me show y'all what happened. Look at that ELO, man. Minus 36. I'm back down to where I was at a few weeks ago when I got back to streaming. Still the best game out there? Chess? I don't know, man. I'm not really a chess player. But look, I got 2039. That's when I took a break from streaming. And ever since I got back, I've been climbing up. And then they added some test case and they caused my Q2 to fail. And now I went from 1,000 rank to about 8,000, which is a huge jump. Here's my Q2. I think this is wrong, man. I think I need to add another 0 there, because they added this one test case. I did my math wrong and my number wasn't high enough, you know. I don't think I did my math wrong. I think I calculated this and then I just added, like, I didn't add enough zeros, unfortunately, man. But it was like such an easy fix. That's why I'm so annoyed. It's like, if I just add that 1 0, I think it would work. Look at that, you know. And maybe I'd have gotten a 5-minute penalty on top of my time, but instead of like placing 1100, I'd have placed like 1200 instead. But instead, now I'm like 8,000. Anyways, doesn't feel great. What can you do, man? Not much. Do the daily? I'm trying to do the daily. I don't know what the daily is yet. I guess that's what we can do. What's happening, BetSimp? Oh, let me pull out my YouTube chat so I don't forget to check on it. Even though I always forget to read my YouTube chat anyways. Alright, different ways to add parentheses. Given a string expression of numbers and operators, return all possible results from computing all the different possible ways to group numbers and operators. You may return the answer in any order. The test cases are generated such that the output values fit in a 32-bit integer and the number of different results do not exceed 10 to the 4th. I think I've done this one a long time ago. I think Brett walked me through this maybe two years ago or something. But I don't remember how to solve it, man. Dang, expression length is less than 20. Less than equal to 20. So what does that mean for us? I don't know yet. Let's try and do it though. Makes me feel it's a little backtracky some way, because it's really 10 since we need an operator in between all the digits. Hold on, let me think. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it, man? Let's try and science it out. So we have these numbers, and I say the answer could be 0 or 2, because we could take 2 minus 1 or wait, how's it go? I gotta think, man. My brain ain't working today. Should we use like wait, oh man, or should we just do like a brute force recursion where no. Should we use a stack? I'm trying to science it out, man. So if it's a number, you push the number. If it's an operator, I don't know, maybe push the operator too. But then we get to this number and either we do 2 minus 1 or Icy Black Deep. What's happening? Deluxe Shunting Yard? What are you talking about, man? What does that mean? Deluxe Shunting Yard. I don't know what that means, man. Make it fancy. Hold up. Do we use a stack here? Or what? 2 minus, so we can either put 2 minus 1 and we, all right, wait. I don't know, man. I don't know. I swear I've solved this, or at least tried in the past. Maybe it's not in this session. So that's 1 minus 1, or it's like 2 minus 1. Feels like it needs a layer of DP. I don't know about DP, man. I don't think it needs DP. I think it's kind of like a just try everything. I wouldn't say backtracking, but just brute force recursion, it seems. Buckley, what's happened? Wagwan. Doing the daily problem out here. 20 expressions. The length of the expression is 20 characters. Yeah, so 10, maybe 11 number. I don't know how to do math. A few numbers. My solution is pretty funny. All right, let me try and focus on this. Let's see. So for sure, we need to do. I'm gonna try it with like recursion, I think. But I don't know yet. I don't know. Thank you very much for the follow. Man. Or I don't know what to call this. Something. I'm gonna call it Go. Should we have like an I for which index we're at? Should we have a stack? C++ is the girl of my dreams. Pretty cool. I don't know what you mean by that. So if there's nothing in the stack, we should just push the number. And then we push the operators maybe. And then when we get to here, we got like two choices, I suppose. Either we push the number, or we pop 2, do the thing, and then push that number. I think those are the two paths I'd like to go. Are you scared of layoffs anymore? Steven Sagiball. I don't think I'm as scared as I used to be. Mainly because I feel I have good relationships with like the people who make the layoff decisions in my org, at least historically. Like they know who I am, they know my name, I've hung out with them. So that's good. Like my senior directors and stuff, I know who they are. They know me very well. I think I've been doing okay work. Played soccer with them? No, I played Pokemon Go with them a lot. We're like a Pokemon Go group. What do you think about space mining? Man, I don't think about space mining. I got the in, yeah. Wait, so that's like one thing. LeetCode is in the house. Long time no see, LeetCode. Hope everything is going well for you. Welcome to the LeetCode party. Wait, so why else am I not really concerned with layoffs right now? I'd say the org I'm in seems to be one of the like high performing orgs in our bigger PA, or in our not our PA, in our like bigger org. Like our 400 person org seems to be high performing in our 3,000 person org. I say that because we're doing like super business critical work. Pets Hello World wants to do a little type racer. My VP from my 300 person org just got promoted to be the, I don't even know what they are, the senior VP. Not a senior VP, just another layer of VPs. So he got promoted to be the VP of the 3,000 person org. So I feel that kind of puts our org in a good light, you know. And I've been performing well at work, I hope. Kind of. I just got promoted. Yeah, I got promoted in May or whenever, April, May. So I'm L4 now. So I can't be like that bad anymore, man. All right, hold up. Let's do the type racer. Who's here for the type racer, man? Should I race Pat's Hello World straight up? I'm not even sure if I can beat Pat. Are you ready, Pat? Midnight Simon versus Pat's Hello World. Who's gonna win? Two minutes to decide. Place your bets. We're gonna do a type racer. The first race is the warm-up round. The second race is the championship round. No Condom Chris is in the house. One of the most decorated type racers out here. But not the fastest. Pixel Pusher is probably the fastest. Pixel Pusher is here, so here's the link. Let me give it to YouTube. And let me give it to the Discord. I learned from placing my last bet. Wait. What did you learn, man? That I lose all the time? Rolo Fiend says $5,000 on Pat's Hello World. Oh lordy. Alright, this is just the warm-up round, so let's get it started. And everyone is welcome to join this type racer, and if you're a guest and you plan to come out here to the racetrack pretty often, you should make an account so we can see who you are. Alright, Pat's Hello World. Probably just joking around in the warm-up, man. Six Pack Sexy, 119, and Andy Barth with a 132. That's pretty fast, man. But it doesn't count because it's the warm-up. Clistar with the 64. Anyways, the real championship race is about to begin, man. Let me check on these bets. The bets are closed. Pixel Pusher has big money on me. Clistar has okay money. No Condom Chris has a little money, but that's probably all his money. Mine froze, dang. Yeah, sometimes my type racer freezes too. I think it's all the crazy ads that they run. Anyways, I got big plans to make a type racer competitor, man. One of these days. I got big plans for too many things. I don't know if I'll ever get them done. But I think it would be a nice project to do like a C++ type racer. And then we'll just run our own in-house type racer once I build that. Maybe I'll try and do it on stream sometime. Alright, here we go. The championship round is about to begin, man. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. Pat's Hello World right here. That's the person I'm trying to beat. Alright, serious time. Oh man. Pat's Hello World with the 96. I got the 99. Guest with the 148. Andrew Barth with the 127. Six Pack Sexy, aka No Condom Chris with the 124. But it was Pixel Pusher with the 148. I don't even need to verify that. The Top Dog, aka I don't know who that is in chat, with 101. Lots of triple digits in the chat today. Rolo Fiend 110 and 60s. All right, so Pixel Pusher, what was that? 148. Yeah, people are so fast here, man. All right, let's choose that outcome. Y'all thought I was gonna lose against Pat's Hello World? Come on now. It was a pretty close race. I'm not gonna lie. What, he won? No, Pat got 96, man. I got 99. What you talking about? He won. Yeah, right. Right? Yeah, right, man. Alright, let me put up Pixel Pusher with the 148. Wait, September 18th. $148. There we go. Easy work. Did you know Google gives a hiring assessment test now? It's like a workplace assessment type test. Wait, what? What does that mean, Xproof? Hiring place, workplace assessments? I don't know. Any advice for an incoming L3? Rolo Fiend, congrats, I guess, on the offer. Yeah, I got some advice for you, man. Don't believe anybody when they say that there's no expectations of you for your first year. I don't know if Google still tells like new people this, but when I joined, I think it was quite common for managers to tell new people like, don't worry about being productive in your first year. You're only supposed to learn and ramp up. There are zero expectations and all of that. That's what they told me, man. Don't believe it. It's a lie. There's no expectations of you the first year. Just kick back and learn. Yeah, that's what they told me. But it's not true. There are definite expectations of you, and if you don't meet them, these invisible expectations, you probably are gonna get a bad rating. So that's like super general advice though. I'd say some concrete things that you can do. First of all, if you join a team, your team probably has like a G3 docs page that has like a bunch of resources about what your stack is, some guides to like how to get started with the code base, some pointers to where to look. You should read everything in there. Go through the code base, do all types of stuff, get familiar with all the internal tooling, get familiar with like how we do testing, get familiar with how to manipulate protos for sure, because protos are used everywhere. So you want to know how they work and all the, how to like push them, copy them, move them around, manipulate them. You got to know that for sure. That's like 80% of your job. And you should also probably learn how to use Automon. That's like our monitoring things. Learn how to like read stream Z's and stuff. I think that's super important. Just take a lot of time. Like in the beginning, it might feel slow, but what you really need to do is learn all about the internal tooling and how to be productive. So when you actually get your first starter bug, you don't want to be struggling because you don't know what to do. Try not to like bug your teammates too much for help if it can be easily searched. I don't know. That's like also generalized stuff. But don't joke around in your first year. Try and make a good first impressions, man. All right. I think I missed some messages answering that. Any advice on web GPU? No idea what web GPU is, man. E. Grutner, welcome to the party. Just got one today. Redeem. What are you talking about? I'm completely washed. I don't want to get pipped immediately. Yeah, you gotta do you know what language you're gonna be working in? You should probably read the style guide for whatever language. Try and read like the tips of the weeks too. I think those are valuable. You don't have to like read them every week, but you should go through some of the more popular tips of the weeks for your language or whatever. What do you call that background effect on your website? I don't know. It's just like static. Questions are like the type. Are you good teammate? And are you a good teammate? What? Do you strongly agree? Oh, those types of things. Yeah. Ugh, like a personality test type of stuff. You're being judged every minute of every hour. Yeah, I'd say that's true, man. Get the pip? Yeah, I guess that's a Python joke. I don't really use Python these days. That's what they told me at my first job at PwC was benched. Dang, got benched. Anyways, can you do whatever this is? No, I can't. Good gosh darn. I don't know how to do that. Anyways, here we go, here we go. How do we do this? Oh yeah, so the two choices that we have, right? We either evaluate the last two and the current number, the last two things in the stack plus the current expression, or we just push the digit. So I can try and code that up and see. Oh man, how's it gonna work? I don't even know, man. Feel like, all right, I'll try. I'm gonna call it work. What are some common tasks engineers do other than web stuff? I don't want to be a web dev, but I can't find anything else in my area. Man, there's a lot of things that engineers do. Like, we don't do drive trains. So wait, what? My team doesn't have any front-end engineers. I don't even talk to any front-end engineers. They're so far away from our service. But most of my stuff is all C++ backend. I'm not sure how common that is at smaller companies though. And we do privacy and policy evaluation, but that's like big company stuff. Some other things that engineers do, maybe game dev is a big one. There's like enterprise software, like banking and corporate software, where you're making tooling or some app that only corporations use, so maybe the front end isn't the focus of it. Like, it's all about the business logic and things like that. There's like DevOps engineers that worry about, I don't even know what DevOps do, deploying and monitoring and making sure things stay up and don't go down. What else? Who is the baby? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Let's try this. I'm gonna rename this expression to S. How are we gonna do it, man? So if, no, this doesn't feel right, man. This just doesn't feel right. I'm here because I'm drunk. Very nice, very nice. Hope you enjoy your stay, man. All right, I gotta put some things down. So if we go out of bounds, then maybe, man, what should we do? What are the difficulties of the problems you're working on? What's happening? Cross? The difficulties of the problems, like the LeetCode problems. This one is just a daily problem. This is a medium, but it feels tough for me right now. I usually try and do harder mediums or easy hards, easy to medium hards. That's where my level's at right now. I'm trying to get Guardian by the end of the year. So is this an annoying backtracking problem? Yeah, I think it might be a backtracking. I'm not sure. What is Guardian? Guardian is like the top 1% of LeetCode. So people compete every weekend for the LeetCode contest, and there's 3 ranks, I suppose. The first rank is unranked. You don't have a name. You don't have a title. The second one is Knights. That's like the first titled rank that you get, or the first title that you get. And then after that is Guardian. Guardian is like top 1%. Right now I'm in close. Guardian is around 2180 in contest rating. Knight is around 1950 in contest rating. And everyone starts at 1500, and depending on how you do, your rank can go up or down in the contest. Anyways, that's your boy. I don't know what you're talking about, man, but here is not the place for that type of advice, man. But if you want some LeetCode advice, I can help you out, you know. All right, so Trapper 52, what's happening? All right, how are we gonna work this, man? Should I do a stack of characters? And then it's like, so either we evaluate, yeah, fishing for the banhammer, maybe. Learning my second language, Python, about to start web scraping. That's always interesting, web scraping. What are you trying to scrape? Anyways, that's your boy. I'm gonna have to time you out, man. You're just spamming the chat right now. So, anyways, here we go. I'm gonna try and solve this problem, man. So can we use this stack? And it's like, no, I don't think this can work, man. I don't know if it can work. Unless I just make a copy of the stack every single time. Man, this problem is giving me a lot of difficulties right now. I'm not lying. Retail websites sell products on Amazon FBA. Been applying for jobs in Java for a while, still waiting for an opportunity. And you trying to do what do they call that? Arbitrage, retail arbitrage or something? Evaluates. So, all right, I'm trying to articulate where I'm getting stuck. My problem is, so I realize there's 2 paths to take. You gotta evaluate the last 2 things in the stack with the current number, or you just push the number and you keep going. But what happens, like, how do you remember that state without copying the whole stack every single time there's a branch, you know? Like, should I just do that? Should I just make a copy of the stack? I think that will time out though. Stack is shallow. Yeah, I suppose. So maybe it's okay to just copy it. How you go about finding your job? Man, I got super lucky. I got hired during the mega hiring spree of 2021, man. So I'd say just right place, right time, you know? And I was ready. I was like LeetCode trained, and then the opportunity just arose for me. Anyways, I'm gonna try and copy the stack. Arise arose, yeah. Oh, LeetCode says, for me, the building in public and networking part really helps me with finding a job. Yeah, that is true for a lot of people who decide to like stream their journey on Twitch and they actually stick with it and they show up every day and they build something that people enjoy, or they, like people see what you're doing and then they're like more willing to help you out by either offering you an interview at their company or doing something, maybe giving you some advice, mentoring you, things like that. So I think that's one way to go about things, just to be public about what you're doing, put yourself out there. I think in 2024, networking doesn't mean to show up at some conference and hand out resumes and business cards. I think that's networking of 1999. In 2024, networking means to put yourself out there on the internet, maybe on social media, whether it's Twitter, GitHub, or Twitch, or wherever, man, YouTube. That might be a good way to get some exposure, but it's not necessary. That's just like one way you could go about reaching more people to let them know that you exist. Yeah, before I started to stream, I got my job just by spamming applications on LinkedIn, man. And I just vibed with the CTO, and then he hired me. It wasn't even any technical interviews. I just showed them an app that I built, and they were impressed enough. And I was able to talk in depth about how I built it, problems I faced while I built it, design decisions that I made and why I made them. And just being able to talk through those things was enough to get me hired without them actually testing my coding abilities. McLaren of Lego. YouTube? What are you talking about? Anyways, let me try and do this problem. I feel like I've been on it for some time now. So this is a base case. Like if we go out of bounds, I'm not too sure what to do. Maybe we have to just pop everything in the stack and evaluate them. Anyway, so if the current character is not a digit, then we should just push it to the stack. And then we can just call this work thing. Make a copy of the stack, send it down, right? But if the character is a digit, then we got a decision to make. Or we don't have to make the decision. There are two possible things that we can do. We can either pop the last two things in the stack and evaluate and then push the new number into the stack, or we could just push the thing into the stack. So let me try and code that up. So I guess if the stack is not empty, then we're gonna do something. But if the stack is empty, then the only thing we can do is push the current thing to the stack and recurse. But if it's not empty, then the operator is gonna be the top, and we pop that, and then the other digit, what should I call that? X. And we pop that. And then now, should I just do an if? Oh, it's not an int. These are all chars, man. Oh man, they're not chars. Wait, how am I gonna push back? It can't be chars. It needs to be like a string, huh? Because what if we evaluate something and we get like a double digit number? It can't be represented with a char. It needs to be represented with a string. So I'll use strings in here. Can I push? Man. Am I from one of the islands? Oh yeah, I am from one of the islands. I'm from Jamaica. I did all of mine through Twitch and Twitter. I didn't go to any conferences until this year. Nice. How's everything going, LeetCodes? How's the job and all that stuff? Is it going well? Are you crushing it? Have you been streaming lately also? I don't think I've seen you on in a long time. Are all the input numbers single digits? Yeah, I guess it could be double digits. Oh man. Should I skip this problem? I don't even feel like doing it. Anyways. Let me think. Don't give up. Man, I'm just feeling a bit lazy. Alright. Let me stop. I'm trying to gather myself. Haven't streamed much in the last few months. I plan to stream this Friday. Very exciting. Any plans on what you'll be streaming? Are you gonna do like front end stuff or web dev or LeetCode? Alright, I'm gonna just erase all this. Job is good. Working on a React Inertia and Laravel PHP app. So I've learned a lot. Very nice. I don't really know much about PHP or Inertia. Never even heard of Inertia. Inertia JS. Well, I don't even really know much about front end, man. I'm not gonna lie. All right, man. Here we go. So if it's all right, if it's not a digit, wait. Otherwise, if it is a digit, then we like collect all the digits until we don't see a digit. Inertia mass times velocity squared. Is that true? It basically just hooks up the Laravel backend with the JavaScript front end so you can access the Laravel stuff on the front end. I see. Cool, glad to hear that you're liking it. And I feel like you've been there. I don't know if you've switched jobs, but I know you got your job, feels like years ago now. So you must be like moving on up or something. Are you like the senior on the team now, Leo? People you gotta run the meetings and things. That'd be nice. Anyways, wait, I switched. Okay, switched jobs. I was doing email dev before. Email dev. I guess you're making like email templates or something that like all the shopping websites always send me. If I stayed with email dev, I would probably be a senior. Oh, nice. Marketing emails. Okay, so like truly front end stuff. Basically HTML, CSS things only, I imagine. Okay, I see what you're saying, man. And now you're doing more like front end, full stack, it seems, because you're doing PHP, doing React and all that stuff. Yeah, big congrats. All right, let me see. What am I trying to do, man? All right, so this is our current thing. I guess we can say if it, well, here, maybe we can just recurse. Should I just return there? This is some jank code, man. And this is gonna be our digit. So then if the stack is empty, or then we push it back, right? Man, I'm very not okay with my code right now. It's really confusing. Did you use learn CPP to learn C++? No, I did not. I just LeetCoded in C++, man. And I think I learned actual C++ stuff on the job. So I didn't really know anything about pointers that much. Like I knew what a pointer was, but I didn't know what a unique pointer was, or a shared pointer, or I guess I kind of knew what raw pointers were, but I haven't really used them to develop things. But on the job, I was able to, you know, you have to like use all these pointer things. Unique pointers were new to me. Like I didn't really know when I should use a pointer or when I should use a reference and things like that when I first started my job. But nowadays I think I have an idea, you know. I wrote a basic math evaluator the other day for a project. Seems to work, but I feel so bad about the super janky regex based parsing I'm doing. Um, yeah, I guess I feel bad about janky code I'm writing. Always use a reference unless you can't. Yeah, the advice I got was like, always use a reference unless you need it to be null sometimes. So like if it shouldn't be null, then you shouldn't be using a raw pointer. And like you shouldn't be using raw pointers that much anyways, but we still use them like every now and then. Always use a const ref unless you can't. Yeah, const is big. Anyways, I gotta focus on the problem, man. So if the stack is empty, that means we can't evaluate anything. So we should just push the current number and then recurse. Otherwise, if there's something in the stack, then we got two choices to make. Raw pointing if we're passing ownership, though we should probably be using smart pointer instead. Yeah, so when we're passing ownership, we usually just move the pointer, the unique pointer, to the other thing. But man, I used a raw pointer the other day. I forget what for. Man, I can't remember. But I think I use raw pointers for like singletons if I do. If I do need the one time I use a singleton, which I think it's highly discouraged to use a singleton pattern because they're so complicated to test and things. Raw points are only if what you are passing it to isn't owning. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Maybe that's, yeah. Yeah, but all of these things, I'm still not like an expert, but I have an idea now. When I first joined, I've never done any of this type of pointer ownership and things like that. I didn't even know the word ownership like was so important in C++. Like who owns what. Never really had to think about that before. But I remember when I was writing some of our first codes at Google, sometimes people would comment like, oh, do we need to transfer ownership here? And like, what the hell is this guy talking about, you know? But now I know what they mean. Use dependency injection and pretend it's not a singleton. What? Pretend it's not a singleton. Anyways. I'm being exposed. I don't know anything about work. Isn't dependency injection a singleton pattern? Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so at all. Anyways. Java Spring moments. What are y'all talking about? I gotta focus here. I forget what I was doing. So if there's something in the stack, then we gotta take the last two things in the stack. I feel this is gonna time out, man. I don't even know why I'm trying to code it up. So if it's not empty, that means there must be at least two things in there. So then operator is the top, and then that's the first number. What kind of software do you work on? I work on policy, regulation, and privacy software. All right, so do I have to enumerate all of these things? So if it's equal to a multiply, then do something. If it's equal to a minus, then do something. Man, I've been on this problem for a long time. Wait, plus, minus, and multiply. Walrus operator, how you doing? What happened to binary search? It's been down for many years. So the new number is string to integer num1 times string to integer cur, and then copy, push the new num, and then we call work with the copy of the stack. And then if it's a minus, then what does that mean for us? That means new num. I'm gonna just copy this line, man, and this line, and that line. And I'm gonna change that to a minus. I read something the other day about binary search, and someone said you can use it on video timelines to search for when things happen, and my mind was blown. Like binary search for surveillance videos. I guess it depends on what you're looking at in the video. I guess if like you have some surveillance video and it's of your shop or something, and there's a break-in and they just smash the front door open, then you can binary search to when the door is actually broken in to find out exactly when it happened, when the glass is smashed or something. But you can't use binary search on surveillance if you're just looking for like when a person walked by the screen, you know, because they probably will leave no trace that they were there. So, you know, that would be harder to detect or impossible to detect with binary search. So it kind of depends on what you're looking for in the video. What if there's snow on the ground? Yeah, then if there's snow on the ground inside your shop, then when a person walks by, and assuming there's only one person that could possibly walk by, then yeah, maybe you could use binary search then. All right, where are we at, man? What are we doing? Is that it? All right, so either we do all of this or we just push the current thing and then keep on keeping on. So at the end, if we're here, that means we gotta exhaust the stack to find an answer, right? So I suppose there could be a scenario where can you do stack.size? So if there's only one number, then you can just push that one number in. But then if there's multiple numbers, then man, I'm gonna copy some things out here. This is top 10 worst codes I've ever written in my life for LeetCode. All right, so num2 is stack.top. Op is stack.top. Num1 is stack.top and pop. Helper func, man. It's already too late for all that, man. So if the operator is that, man, how do we evaluate everything here? Oh, I guess we gotta push that. We don't have to recurse anymore. So I guess, well, maybe I don't need this part. Man, I'm so sorry. This is terrible, terrible code. You can't even follow what I'm doing, man. I can't even follow what I'm doing. This is a string, man. No, no, no. I already... Jesus Christ. Anyways, I feel like to just move on from this problem. I don't even want to do it. I'm clearly not ready for LeetCode today, you know. Anyways, if this works, I'm crazy. Of course. So line 20. Cur? Not, what do you mean? Oh, I see. All right, all right, all right. Stack that push. Should we do string, or how do you do? I guess just toString. This is gonna time out, and then I'm just gonna give up. Like, I'm telling you right now, that's what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'll even get it to compile ever. At least you have a plan, yeah. That is the master plan. That's what I spend my time thinking about doing, man. Just giving up all the time. Stack.push, is that a real function? Man, I hope so. Okay, so maybe we're somewhere now. Can I just pass like an empty thing like that? It's a tough one. All right, if BetSim says it's a tough one, like, I don't feel too terrible. All right, man. I don't know where my bug could possibly be, but it's somewhere. I know that much. Oh, it's right here. No, it's not right there. All right, how do I go about debugging this? I'll show you what I do, man. I just comment out everything and I run it again. All right, so now I know my bug is somewhere in that block of code I commented out. All right, let's eyeball it a little bit more. Is it in here? Binary search, kind of. Oh yeah, My bug might be in here somewhere. Wait. Alright, so is it in here? I should really just read it at this point. Oh, yeah, yeah. So what the heck? So it's like somewhere in here, man. Reference binding, misaligned address for type. What did I do? What did I do, man? Yeah, this is not readable code. Don't you worry. I think we know that. Who can spot the error? Copy.top, copy.pop. I can't. Oh. I mean, those look okay. I don't see what the issue is, man. Is it something I'm pushing? This is okay, right? Stack empty. Then we just push the current thing. I think, all right, when I commented this out, it worked, like it compiled. So then, where is it, man? Where's my bug? When I comment this out, it doesn't like that. So I mean, these look okay, right? Unless it's like empty here or something, you know? Let me just... This is not great. Not a good look for me right now. Zero. All right, so we're trying to pop something. How is that possible? I don't think that should be possible, man, but it is. That means all right. What's st stack? Look at that. Op is 2. That ain't right, man. Something ain't right. So we push the 2 in because, all right, we got to go back to, from the top. This is crazy, man. If it's a digit. Oh, snap. I see what's happening. Don't you worry. No, wait. If it's not a digit, we do that. And that should be okay. But then it shouldn't ever be here because it's saying it's 2. All right, we're at I equals 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, I got big problems, man. Big problems. I gotta put real crazy debug statements here. So if we get here, this means that we got some number. Man, I think I really should give up. I'm like wasting time right now. So number 2, yes. So how come this never gets triggered? That's crazy talk. It should push, right? It should like push something. I'm about to just call it quits. So we're going at index 0, and that should give us the number 2, yes. And then the stack is empty, so we push 2, and then we recurse. Oh, snap. I see what's happening, man. It's obvious now. It's like right here. Jesus Christ. I'm like skipping over, you know. Anyways. Let me see if this doesn't give me something close, I'm about to just quit. Is that right? How am I? All right. I mean, yeah, there's like double of everything. How come? How come? Sort and unique? No, because this one has double right there, you know. So I'm doing something where it's doing something strange. Should I? All right, I got an idea. 10, 10. Everything is doubled up. 34s are doubled. 14s, 10s, everything. So I think what's happening is when I make a copy of the stack, no, so being a medium is insanity. I mean, it feels tough. It is tough because I can't even get the right answer. All right, where is it going wrong? I think it's going wrong because we're like evaluating this here in the copy. So we do 2 minus 1. So then we push 1 and we get 1 minus 1. Oh, we get 1 and then couldn't do this one either. I didn't want to spend too long. I have the stack idea. Yeah, this stack isn't working, man. But I think I know where it's going wrong. It's like I'm doing like double evaluations because, all right, the stack is like 1 after 2 minus 1, and then it goes to the next thing, the minus, so we get the minus in there. And then at this last part now, we get a 1. So we evaluate 1 minus 1, which is 0, and then we push it, and then we evaluate it again at the end, and we get another 0. So it's like we're doing it twice, man. So I don't know how to not do that. All right, stack is not the path to go down. Let me just, should I give up or should I just try again? All right. Asia C Mac in the house. How you doing? I'm very much struggling right now. Octa Elliptical, how you doing? Yesterday, I just gave a contest at university, but hell, 6 problems. I did 5 right. It's just last one took like an hour and a half, and yet wrong. That surely got my anxiety high, even though I did all 5 right. That sucks. Anyways. All right, I got a new idea. So we gotta do this, right? We gotta we 2 times. I'm thinking it has to be like a take it or leave it brute force. But how do I do that, you know? I mean, maybe we can still have a stack or a vector of things. Zal got a job. Oh man, I'm so happy to hear that. What kind? Is it like a big company, a medium company, a startup? Did he have to do LeetCode? Startup. Nice. Is it in New York? Is it somewhere else? New York City. I'm happy to hear. Really happy. Congratulations, Cesal. Yay. All right. New York, that's big time. Yeah. New York, living in New York is like very special, I think. Kilgore Trout, how you doing? Had my first OA and ate fat shit. I don't mean to laugh, man. I'm sorry. It's just the way you wrote it was kind of funny. Feeling pretty down right now. Any tips to get back on the wagon? Want to be like Asia C. Man, you're gonna have sometimes where you just don't pass, man. So just because the first one you failed, don't you worry. What you should do is try to learn from that. So in the OA, maybe you saw the question, maybe you didn't know how to solve it, and you're like, oh shit, this is one of my weaknesses. So now you can focus on whatever you're uncomfortable with on that OA, work on it, keep grinding, and keep sending out resumes, try and get more OAs. Maybe try to do some more coding under pressure. I don't know, but you got to keep on keeping on, man. You can't just let one failure keep you down forever. You got to like bounce back from that. And I think you got to get used to failing, especially when you're looking for a job. You're going to probably run into a lot of times where you get rejected either in the OA, either in the resume screen, you might get rejected. Maybe you make it all the way to the final round and then you get rejected. But you got to learn how to deal with those rejections and just keep on keeping on. Even though it will make you feel down, man, but you shouldn't let it stop you in your tracks. What are you talking about? Leagues of Legends? I don't know anything about that, man. Okay. Struggling on the daily problem seems to be a thing lately. Like last time I couldn't solve the other daily problem. So, alright, my new idea is what? We evaluate. So 2 times something or all right, I wonder if I have to iterate through everything, like, so maybe we use a stack and then we evaluate 2 times 3 and we push that down somehow into like a variable here. Wait, what? He's talking about Leagues of Legends still? Anyways. So I'm thinking like we just go through everything. I don't know. I give up, man. I can't solve it. I don't want to spend any more time on it. Even though I have some ideas, but I'm just not really feeling like to implement. But I feel, alright. I feel like we do, alright, I'll tell you I'll tell you what. I'll write some pseudocode. I think we iterate j equal I. We do like the reverse Polish notation thing, and we get a value. And after every time we get the value, we call like work j plus 1, and then or you know, and then we call it like that every time. And then if we're at the end, then I don't know what to do. I guess we just push back previous or something. That's the general gist of what my idea would be to implement next. But I'm feeling really lazy to try and implement that, man. That's like, oh, Brett says this is a nice way. Okay, Brett, I think you taught me how to do this a long time ago, and now it's like I'm super struggling. We're looking at the solution. Maybe. Yeah, I think I've spent enough time. Sometimes you gotta know when to call it quits. I think now is a good time to call it quits. Wait. I looked at the solution, didn't bother to try it. Dang. Seeing you struggle makes me want to copy paste. No. But I think I got it though. Because Brett says, should I continue down this path? Or should I check out Brett's solution? But for sure, I feel something like this. Where every time we do an evaluation, we recurse, and then we just kind of keep going, you know. All right, I think I gotta do it, man. I think I've been dealing with so many L's lately. I got an L with like Sunday or Monday's daily problem. I got an L on the contest. I got an L on Q4 in the contest. And I'm getting an L on this question. So I need a W here. So I'm gonna turn this pseudocode into something real. All right, so how are we gonna do it, man? Wait, there's, okay, Brett says maybe I should check myself before I decide to continue. All right, so I'm thinking of processing this string and putting it into like a vector of numbers and operations, because dealing with this string in here is really annoying. So then I can take, if I do it like that, what can I do? Basically, when I think about the problem, I think all operators could be the last one in our calculation. Gotta think about that. Mr. JB, I recommend to use a stack structure. Well, I tried a stack, but it seems to be a little bit crazy to use. So I loop over each operator and then recurse on the string to the left and the right. I see what you're saying. So it's like you split at everything, or you just remember the positions. Oh man, that's like some divide and conquer type stuff. All right, I give up, man. I give up. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this junk right now. Sometimes you get got out there, man. Who was talking about Kilgore Trot? I just dealt with a failure right now, man. But I gotta keep on keeping on. I let this problem defeat me. Okay, I see what you're saying, Brett. So you have the range of the string in the recurse. Well, this is some Python magic. I can't even read it, but I think I understand what you're trying to say. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. How long is it? It's been almost an hour and a half on this problem. Let's look at some solutions first. Oh man. This is basically testing your divide and conquer abilities. And I think that is one of my biggest weaknesses, is like divide and conquer or merge sort, things like that. I struggle with big time. That is, yeah, it looks like it. That this solution that we just looked at with the left and the right, you know. So it's all right. Let me try and explain what they're doing. The string expression is here. They're iterating through the string expression, and only when it's an operator, then they do this left part and right part thing. And then once you get all the left sides and the right sides, you just take all combinations of them and do the operation on them. So this is just, yeah. Can you solve this with divide and conquer? Man, I can't solve anything with divide and conquer, Bobby Blue. Kth largest elements in an array. Nah, but I can do this with a heap, like, pretty easily. Quick select. Yeah, I can't do quick select. I don't even really know what quick select. I remember I looked this up recently. Yeah, I remember seeing this animation here. But I don't know. Can you solve it without sorting? Is a priority queue considered sorting? Well, I need to do something that I'm comfortable with now. I don't know what though. Maybe I'll just do a virtual contest, like one of them that I missed. Let me see the last virtual I took. Oh, no condom Chris coming in with the type racer. All right, type racer time, and then I'll do a virtual contest, and then I don't know what after that. Should we do some bets? What do y'all feel like? Should I race no condom Chris? Zaro, what's happened? I don't really have a public Discord. My Discord is walled off with channel points. So there's a redemption for 6,000 channel points. You can get my secret Discord invite. Basically, you just gotta come to the stream for a few days before you can get into my Discord. Alright, here we go. Here is the bet. My WPMs plus 10 is greater than equal to no condom Chris WPMs. No condom Chris bets big money, 5,622 bucks. That is all in. And Clistar putting up some free money out there for no condom Chris. No condom Chris is one of the fastest typers out here. I am not. But here's the racetrack. We're gonna do 2 races. The first race is the warm-up round. The second race is the championship round. And then I'm gonna do virtual contest, and then that's it. We're done. Oh, Pixel Pusher is in here, man. Oh snap, Pixel Pusher's in Canada. Alright, y'all ready? Warm-up round, warm-up round. Man, daily problem, tough. Everything. Dang, I didn't even change my type racer cam. I forgot the last time. Some fast people out here, man. Don't you worry though. That was a little warm up. So the bet's closed. The bet is closed. Oh, big money on no condom, Chris. Championship round is about to begin. Pixel Pusher has entered the party. Here we go, man. This is it. No condom Chris. That's the guy I gotta beat. Or 10 WPM's handicap. Not even close, man. No condom Chris is too fast for a 10 WPM handicap, man. Anyways. That keep sounds nice. Thank you. Bring back 20. Yeah, I gotta bring back the 20. Well, y'all get rich. Easy money. Wait, who won that? Pixel Pusher won that. 151. Didn't. Of course. Did you see the Israel exploding pagers? Yeah, man, I did. I kind of want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it because I feel it's so political, you know. And I try to stay away from politics and things, but man, I can say that is crazy. That is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in the real world, like out there, you know. I saw all the headlines, but I didn't really know. I kind of just like skipped over it. But last night I actually clicked onto it and I read about it. And I watched some videos and that shit is crazy, man. All right, let me put up Pixel Pusher. How much was it? 150, 151. All right, all right. I feel like we can talk about it like adults. Maybe you guys can, man, but I don't want to. I'm too afraid to talk about things that have, I don't know, they're like, people have like super polarizing opinions on the whole situation, you know? Yeah, I got a brand to protect, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk about those things, you know? Anyways, I try and keep it very PG-13, and I try not to piss off too many people. You know, feel free to talk on Pat. Yeah, Pat's Hello World is where people go to like really say what's on their minds. Anyways, contest. The last virtual I did was 139. So then I'll take, no, let me do that again. The last was 134. That means we take 405. All right, here we go, man. Virtual contest about to begin. Let's see what I would have gotten if I took this contest. The real Raymond Jones is in the house. What's happening? All right, find the encrypted string. You're given a string S and an integer K. Encrypt the string using the following algorithm. For each character in S, replace C with the kth character after C in the string in a cyclical manner. Return the encrypted string. Ugh. Man. This one is tough. Anyways, this is tough for an easy, like the Q1. It's not super tough. So I guess, like, we only care about 26, right? And then I feel not great about this. I don't even need a copy, man. There's probably some easier way I could do that. Shit, this is not right, man. Is it because I need to go one more? Wait, Dart? Wait, did I read it wrong? Hold on. Replace C with the kth character after C in the string. Oh, I read the question wrong. So, All right. This would have been terrible if it was a contest. S came out N, right? Wait. Int I equals 0, I less than N. And then Si equal Si plus K mod N. What did I do wrong? Oh man, so maybe because I'm modifying it as I go. So let me try that. I've already taken too long for the Q1. T-dar A. All right, we got it. I'm gonna send it. Took too long, man. What's happened? Book Club 24 and CU7. How you doing? Is that quadratic time? No, I did it in ON time. All right, generate binary strings without adjacent zeros. You're given a positive integer n. A binary string x is valid if all substrings of x of length 2 contain at least 1. Return all valid strings with length n in any order. What are they talking about, man? 18 up to 18. So that's like, man, a lot of people got it immediately or something. All right, I think I can do it. It's either, should I just like, should I just do it? Wait, what did it say? All substrings of length 2 contain at least 1. So it can't have 2 zeros in a row, is what they're saying. Zombie killer whale, what's happening? Can I do that? Type 1 string. Oh, pew. Thank you. Have you submitted feedback bug to fix to LeetCode? Found some issues that I reported, not sure if... Nah, I've never done any of that to LeetCode, man. All right, here we go. What are we trying to do? If n is 0, then maybe we're done. No. So let me, man, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to, it's like take it or leave it. That's what I'm trying to do. So initially we start at 0, right? I'm gonna be like, I don't know, 0, right? And then I'm gonna be like, if I greater than 0 and cur I minus 1 equals 0, that means we need to put a 1 down. That's what that means. So how do we do that? Cur I equals 1. But then wait, maybe this is a little bit confusing. Basically, for every index, it can either be a 0 or a 1, right? Let me think. Gupta, what's happening? 2 to the 18 is like 2e5. Will that pass? Looks like it would pass, right? What was I doing? All right, cur I. So it's a, everything is a 0 initially. And then maybe we reset it to a 0. Man, my brain doesn't work well these days. Anyways, I think maybe this may or may not work. Not very sure. What the hell is that, man? What the heck? Hold on. Clearly there's a bug somewhere. Did I do this right? I don't know if I did. No. Length first, then vat. Yeah. Come on, man. I don't know what I'm thinking. So, are those? No, I'm missing a whole lot, man. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, should I send it? What do you think? Shit. Am I gonna? Should I try like some random things? All right. LGTM, send it. It did LG. It was good. Very nice. All right. Count submatrices with equal frequency of x and y. What I was trying to say is just brute force it. Yeah, that's what I was planning to do anyways, you know, because it was only 18. So I figured like take it or leave it without any caching or whatever would work. So given a 2D character matrix grid where grid ij is either x or y or dot, return the number of submatrices that contain grid 0, 0, an equal frequency of x and y's, at least 1x. Man, is this a 2D prefix sum where the dang sum is gonna be 0? Is that what they're asking right now? I think so. I'm so slow at implementing 2D prefix sum. I don't know why. Need more practice. I'd say that's why. I think I'm not too fast at that either, man. How does it work? It's like, oh man. How does it work? Maybe I should create a new grid. I don't know if I need to. I think I do. Let me think. So is reaching. So if it's oh wait, a dot is a 0 in that case, right? But how do we know it contains at least 1x? So basically it's not all dots. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm just gonna make another grid. Grid 2. Let me think. All right, so if this is an X, or if it's a Y, I don't know if I'm doing my prefix sums right. So I'm gonna say grid RC equal balance. Let me think. I'm pretty sure this is not correct. There's some things I'm missing. It's been a while. So maybe maybe I gotta be like, all right. So if row equals 0, maybe I gotta do this type of stuff. If column is 0, and then if we're not in the top row or the left column, then something else. Let me think a little bit more. So if row equals 0, that means we want grid. So if we're at the starting point, maybe that's another edge case. If we're at the starting top left, then maybe we just hit them with the balance. But then if we're in the first row, then we want this to be grid plus equal grid RC minus 1 plus balance. No, because my, wait, maybe I don't need the balance. I don't know. I think I've just confused myself, man. Yeah, right? I don't know about this contains thing, man. So maybe this should be grid 2 RC minus 1 or contains. Yeah. Yeah, this looks somewhat okay. And this one should be R minus 1 because it's like the row above it if we're in this column. If we're in the first column, then we're just looking at the row immediately above. But if we're in any other row, then it's like grid RC is what? It's like you add the top and you add that one. And then you subtract. I forget how to do this. You subtract like the top left. No, we subtract. Do we subtract 0, 0 here? I don't know, actually. Anyways, hopefully this is somewhat close. So if grid RC equals 0 and grid 2 RC, then we got a dang thing. That's what that means, maybe. So we should have 3 and 0 and 0. Will this work? Should I send it? I don't know, man. I'm gonna send it. What can I lose? It's only a virtual. Wrong answer. All right, let me see why. Let me see why. Where would it break down? So I'm saying there's 3. Let me copy this test case in here. Maybe I do a little bit of debugging. Run it again. So at 2, 1. So at this position right there. I mean, that looks good to me. So maybe that's a valid one. They're saying at 3, 0. That also looks good to me. And I'm saying at 3, 1. That is not good. So this, why is that giving me a 0, man? That balance should be, so that whole balance is 0. Let me try to, so that 0, 0, 0. And this one would be 0, 1, 2. And this one would be -1. Zero. No. I'm unsure here. That's 2. Yeah, I mean, that should be 0, right? So then this one would be 2. But that's not right. That should be a 1. That balance should be 1. Why? How did that break? How did that break? It's been too long since I've done a dang 2D prefix sum. That's my problem. Thinking. If your count is current row prefix sum, well, is it? You just need to add previous row n value. Hold on. That should be a 2. That, I think this is correct right here, but maybe this one is not correct because no, this one is also correct because this whole grid thing is gonna be 0. because that 1 and that -1 cancels out. But how do I get this to become 1? Current row prefix sum? I don't know, Gupta. Let me do something real quick. So many people got this right, man. I feel not great right now. Too many L's today in general. Are you resetting count? I mean, kind of. I mean, my count is just like whether it was a X or a Y. And then I'm just adding like the previous. Oh, that looks ugly. Why does that look like that? Wait, how come there's so many things going on right here? There's only one test case. Where's all that other stuff coming from? Oh, right here. Oh yeah, Gupta. I think I messed up my formula right here then. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember it. So instead of 0, 0, it should have been R-1, C-1. And then yes, now my prefix sums look okay. I think it's just been such a long time. But thank you. Alright, so now we get the correct answer. Let me comment out my stuff. Alright, that problem wasn't too crazy. It's just, I think I just forgot the formula, man. Yeah. Anyways, Q4. Nah, I'm not even gonna try that. 100 people got it, 25,000 submissions. Yeah, right. Do you end up solving daily? No, BetSimp. I gave up. But I think I had a good idea. I just felt a little lazy to try and implement. That was a BM question? What do you mean, BM? It's easier to imagine the area it's storing the sum for. Then you see that you add the current grid value to the top and left prefix sums. You double count. Yeah. Rolo Fiend, thank you very much for that Prime subscription. Yeah, Gupta. So I know you're supposed to subtract like the top left thing, but I couldn't remember for a prefix sum if it was like you subtract the one directly up to the left or you subtract like the beginning of the area you're trying to calculate. Anyways, wait, where's the chat, man? BetSimp, let me see what you did. Clean modern solution or with modern C++. Does Google have its own variant class in Absol? I don't know, actually. I think, I mean, I've seen the variant class in the standard library in the code base, but I can't remember seeing an Absol version of it. Oh, and Jadison, Jadis Odin. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Oh, I see what you're saying about, yeah, the funky solution for this. This is funky. Interesting. Interesting. This is actually kind of crazy, man. For a dang medium problem. Wait. What does BM mean, BetSimp? That was a BM question? Bad manners? Oh. Wait, is that some lingo that I'm not sure about these days? Anyways, let me add Rolo Fiend to the subscribers board for 2024. Are you up here already? Crazy. Oh, Chi-Chi, what's happening, man? Thought you meant Bitmask. Yeah, I was thinking Bitmask too. I was like, BM question. So he looked at the problem because he liked Bitmask. Interesting. Comes from Smash Bros culture. Oh, I never really played Smash Bros. I played it, but not like serious, you know? Some people took it super serious. Rolo Fiend, thank you very much for that subscription. Right there. All right, so Chi-Chi, man, I saw you streaming, man. It looks like you're about to do Meta. You're about to interview at Meta, man. Any reason why? I thought, well, I don't really know too much of your business, but I thought you retired, or maybe you're just taking a little break. Maybe you're bored. Any reason why Meta? Because sick of streamer life, bored, yeah. But I thought streamer life was just kind of a pastime for you, not really a way of living, you know? Or is like the money at Meta too good right now to just ignore? But I mean, I don't travel, don't really want to travel. How come? I'm interviewing even in places with low TC. What level are you going for? And what's your criteria for the company? Like whichever company you choose. Are you looking for a place like the right team that you vibe with, or the interesting work, or I mean, it must not be TC if you're interviewing with low TC companies. Should I try this Q4? Should I even read it? I don't think so, man. I'll read it. You're given a string target and an array of strings, words, and an integer array cost, both arrays of the same length. Imagine an empty string s. You can perform the following operation on any number of times, including 0. Choose an index I in the range. Append words I to s. The cost of the operation is cost I. Return the minimum cost to make s equal to target. If it's not possible, return -1. I wonder if it's a similar problem to that Q4 we did the other day. Wherever I think I'll be happy and/or career progression towards back-end stuff. I think I'm only employable front-end, and that market is shrinking fast. Meta does not want me as a... Oh, Meta does want me as a generalist, though. Oh, snap. I forgot that you did front-end work, mostly. Yeah. You don't strike me as the type of guy to be front-end, but you are. I say that because you're so good at algorithms, man, and usually front-end devs are nowhere near as good as you are on algorithms. Yeah, algo people, I don't find them out there. So I did front-end because it games, I see. From the picture cards game, the cards with humanity or whatever it was called that you did. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, maybe back end might be something you're interested in, for sure. Maybe Facebook might be a good place for that then, since they got crazy QPS on the back end. I think they do, at least. Man, I feel like this problem is basically the Q4 the other day, where we have to do some hashing or whatever. But no, there's 50,000 words. That's a lot of words, man. Oh, 50,000 characters. So I think it's like you gotta hash all the words. But I'm not even gonna attempt it because my brain. The Aho Korosik DP ran way faster than my hashing solution for the Q4 weekly. Oh man. Yeah, I tried to upsolve Q4. I'm not gonna lie, but I couldn't do it. It was way too hard for me. It had some crazy things. I think I understand the solution though. I spent a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours on it. Wait. Yeah, BetSimp knows what's up, man. Also has a segment. Yeah, segment tree. Yeah, BetSimp was trying to explain what he was doing with his lazy updating, but I think I ran out of brain juice and I just couldn't really think anymore. But I suppose a segment tree could have dealt with updating that range in that after you binary search. But man, I should really learn how to use segment trees. I don't think I've ever really used one. Or even maybe I should try to like implement my own segment tree one day. Not today. Also happy I passed post test. I was barely not TLE. Yeah, man, I got destroyed for the last contest. Well, it was the same contest. I got destroyed, man, because of the new test cases. I forgot a 0, or I miscalculated the minimum that I should have had. And the one test case they added made me fail. So this is the test case they added, and I really feel like I remember on the contests I didn't use int min because I wanted to use something bigger than that. but I must have like just typed it in wrong, or I was trying I was trying to do like a larger than int min number, so I called it my min, and then that's all I had to do. But instead of like just getting a 5-minute penalty, now I get 0 points and my rating dropped so much, man. But anyways, you win some, you lose some. But I wish LeetCode would be a little bit more careful with their, I don't know if careful is the right word, because that's like that test case, man. They should have had that one in there. It's not like some crazy test case they had to think of. So when I submit my code and I had a bug in there, I just assume it was good. Like, I'm not gonna go back and check the code that just got AC'd to see what happened, you know? But if I got the wrong answer, for sure I would have found out, like, oh yeah, my minimum thing is probably wrong, you know? Anyways, yeah, this test case, it's like just the limits of the constraints. Can't believe they didn't have it. All right, what should I do for 30 minutes? Should I just chill? Should I solve some problems? What did I read today on the subway? I read a chapter in the Competitive Programmer's Handbook. Oh, I think I'm on the graphs section. So I'm currently reading the Competitive Programmer's Handbook, and I'm on page, yeah, I think I just did chapter 13 today. Oh yeah, today I read the shortest path algorithm section. I don't think I've ever used Bellman-Ford. The only one I know is Dijkstra's. And then I think I did one problem with Floyd-Warshall. But I've never used Bellman-Ford in my life. I read about it a little bit, but I didn't really follow it too much. I just kind of breezed over it. I don't know how common Bellman-Ford is, like, to use that algorithm to solve graph problems. But I mean, I've never had to use it, and I've done like, I don't know, 1,200 problems. I don't think I've used Bellman-Ford ever, yeah. So if Chi-Chi has never used it, maybe it's not worth it to try and learn it. Maybe if a problem needs it, I'll learn it then. Not worth it, yeah. So next chapter I'm reading is gonna be tree algorithms. I never wrote a seg tree either, but you've used seg trees. No clue how it works beyond a high level. Should I try to implement? Do y'all think I can implement a segment tree in 25 minutes? Like, I saw the pictures. Let me show you the pictures that I saw in this Competitive Programmer's Handbook. It's in the range query. Yeah, right here. This is the picture that I completely understand. So they say this is your list of arrays or whatever. I would not go for that in 25 minutes. Maybe in an hour plus. Dang. I believe you, man. I'm not gonna try to go against that. Handling updates seems hard. Maybe not well, I guess. I was gonna say just like a partial segment tree. Because, like, from this graph it says in the segment tree, all the elements are leaf nodes in the tree. And then if the tree or if the list of elements is not a power of 2, you just kind of append zeros until it's a power of 2. And then you create this tree where each element in the original list is a leaf node. And like you combine them. So each node above that level, so if this is the leaf node level, everything above that level is just the sum of the left and right nodes. So 13 is 5 plus 8, 9 is 6 plus 3, 9, 2 plus 7, 8, 2 plus 6, and that just bubbles all the way up. And that's like the whole segment tree structure. And then I guess well, I think I forgot everything I read. Maybe I should reread this part. But when I was reading it, everything made sense. When I was like, okay, if you need the sum of this, then you find out some powers of 2 or something, and then you take those sums and you just add them together to get the thing. And then the updating is like you just update in log n time. Like you just add whatever to whichever path along the node that you updated. But the leaf node that you updated, it just bubbles up all the way. But man, maybe it is super tricky to implement. I remember Brett showed me his implementation of the Fenwick tree that required all types of weird bitwise operations and things that I've never even seen in my life. I really want to understand that a bit more, but I don't know if it's worth it to truly understand everything, or if you should just like black box it like BetSim says. Just have the template and know how to use it, like call it like an API, but you don't have to worry about how it works under the hood. Yeah, but man, look at, I guess figuring out the implementation is the difficult part, but the implementation itself, based on this book, doesn't look too crazy, you know? But figuring this out on the spot without referencing anything might be very long to figure that out. Anyways, I don't know what to do, man. I guess I could hit the good old 0 track. That's what I've been missing from my life. Should I just hit like a 2000 rated problem? Oh, Leet Rooms. We could hit 1 Leet Rooms, but it's gonna be only 20 minutes before I gotta go. Alright, let's see what problems we get, man. Oh, shit. Wait, 2 easies, 2 mediums. Yeah, I'll do that for sure. I will not join. Alright, it's just gonna be me and whoever else wants to join. Leet Rooms code is... And if you're here, you don't know what the hell Leet Rooms is. Leet Rooms is an extension that someone in this community made. It's only for Chrome, and it allows us to create a room with 4 problems. It kind of simulates a contest, and we can all see each other. And you can go to leetrooms.com to download it. It's open source. You can check out the source code. It's a really cool project. And look at that. We can see people. Zombie is here. Obes is here. Look at the scoreboard. They're up there. It's really cool. All right, here we go. Make two arrays equal by reversing subarrays. You are given two integer arrays of equal length, target and array. In one step, you can select any non-empty subarray of array and reverse it. You are allowed to make any number of steps. Return true if you can make array equal to target, or false otherwise. I suppose as long as they have the same numbers, then we can do it. Otherwise, we can't. That's what it seems like to me. So I guess I can create like a frequency map. And then let's see. Oh man. Q1, the zombie is moving fast. Q2, split the array. Oh, I've already solved it, but I erased it. You're given an integer array nums of even length. You have to split the array into two parts, nums1 and nums2, such that nums1 length equal nums2 length is equal to nums length over 2. Nums1 should contain distinct elements. Nums2 should also contain distinct elements. Return true if it is possible to split the array, and false otherwise. So I guess if we have, oh, how are we gonna do that one? Oh, they both have to have distinct. So I guess if something is over 3, then it's not possible, right? Let's see. Eases, 2 eases. Krishnan from YouTube, what's happening? How are you doing? Oh, maybe I should send Leet rooms for YouTube right there. All right, Q3. Could you give that PDF link? Oh, for sure. So it's called the Competitor Programmer's Handbook. And here is the link. J Big Styles, thank you very much for the follow. All right, recorded power of 2. You're given an integer n. We reorder the digits in any order, including the original order, such that the leading digit is not 0. Return true if and only if we can do this so that the resulting number is a power of 2. What? Oh, zombie kill whale in 5 minutes is too easy for you. Wait, what the hell is this problem though? Reordered power of 2? It's like some type of frequency thing where, oh man. So do I have to just 10 to the 9th? So we need all the numbers up to 1 billion, which is like What's that, 31? Or 30? Yeah. So those are all the powers of 2. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. How did... So, all right, maybe... What should I do here? Maybe I should, like, have something where I map the length to a frequency map. Maybe this is getting crazy. Reordered power of 2. So this will be like a length of the number that's mapped to all the frequency maps. And then, all right, so the current power of 2 is just 1 shifted I times. And maybe I'll make my frequency map here. And then how do you do this? Divide it by 10. So it's like current divided mod 10. Right? Divided by 10. So that's going to give us all the digits. Maybe I should call this digit. Then after this, maybe we just... oh, maybe we need to keep track of the length. And then in our unordered map, we push back this frequency map that we just generated. You desperately need aliases? Mad Flash, what's happening? What you talking about? Aliases, like using or whatever? You know, like my long ass unordered map thing. Do you like New York better than San Francisco? X proof, for sure. I like New York in almost every way more than San Francisco, except for maybe the weather. I miss those dang seals at Pier, whatever it was, 39, 40, I forget which pier it is. I miss those dang things. Maybe those disgusting seals? No, they're chill, man. I like the ones in Santa Cruz too. I think the road trips from the bay are some of the best that you can take in the world, I think. You know, you got the Pacific Coast, you got all those national forests and whatever, you got Yosemite real close by. You can get to Vegas, you can get to LA, you can get wherever you want, man. All the cool places. What borough? I'm in Queens. So I think the Bay has more accessibility if you like to drive to place like scenic places. I think in New York you got lots of cities you can drive to, man, but the drives aren't scenic, you know. What else is better in the Bay? the Bay got good trees, if you know what I mean. Some big trees out there and some green trees too. So I think that's one thing I miss about the Bay. New York also has trees, but the trees ain't the same, man. The trees aren't as abundant here in New York. I moved from New York to Seattle. I miss all the good food and the people. Yeah, there's a ton of good food here, but I also thought there was good food in the Bay too. But maybe there's more types of cuisines in New York. What else isn't? So I'm trying to just list all the things that I liked more in the Bay than in New York. What else do I like more in the Bay? I guess the jobs for tech are probably more. Like there's way more opportunities, way more startups out there. Even the big tech companies, they have more positions open in the Bay than they have in New York. What else do I like about the Bay, man? That's it. That's basically it. All right, so now what am I doing? So they give us a number. And then what am I going to do? I'm just going to iterate over all these, and then I'm going to say if what am I returning? Is it just a Boolean? Otherwise, return false, maybe? You missed the before UM. Oh, JW. You got some laser sharp vision, man. Have you interviewed anywhere? No, man. I have not interviewed anywhere. Oh, that idea worked here. Not bad. Not a bad problem. Never interviewed anywhere, never applied anywhere, never been headhunted by anyone. I don't really check my LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. Like, I think I got a great team. I think I got great leadership, like direct leadership. I think I got great projects to work on with very business critical things. And maybe I could make more money elsewhere, but it's such a risk to leave when everything else is great. Except maybe the pay. The pay is great. Let me not get it twisted. I feel the pay is great, but I could get way more out there. Really, how much more? I'd say, like right now, my salary is like 183. But my stocks aren't that much. So I think I could get probably L4. TC is probably like 250, 280. I don't know right now, because it takes a few years for my TC to grow into a true L4 TC. So if I were to jump ship right now, I've been seeing people getting like 400k L4 offers. So how much more? Maybe I could even get L5 if I pushed it. I'd say anywhere from 100k more to 150k or so. 400k? Yeah, I'd heard of like Meta giving out crazy L4 offers. Um, I've heard of people getting close to 400K for L4, man. L5, 400K for sure. Meta has insane pip culture. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thought you were referring to G still. No, I'm saying if I left Google and I went somewhere else, um, I could possibly be making more money. Makes sense to stick with Google. There is a lot of value to having a job that you like. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I haven't even tested the waters, man. I haven't even applied anywhere. You could just interview for fun. No, I stream for fun. No condom, Chris. So I also don't want to be tempted. Like, what if I pass the interview, man? And what if they give me like a 450K offer or something? And then, then what, man? And I think I still have a lot to learn at Google. Um, it's like now that I've developed a bit of expertise in my area, like maybe I'll be working on bigger scoped projects, and like now that I'm familiar with the code base and how things work, I can do more interesting things too. So I feel if I jump ship, I'll be like it'll be like maybe a year or two before I could get like a nice good project again. And that's a big maybe because do you have to switch teams to go to New York? Yeah, I swapped teams. My old team was okay. I really liked my teammates, but I think well, I don't really want to say it, man, but I'll say it anyways. I don't think my manager was very fond of me, man. I think he didn't really think too much of me. But my new manager, I felt my new manager believed in me a lot more. So she gave me bigger scope projects. Um, and it, you know, it feels good to have a manager that actually believes in you. So I feel super loyal to my current manager right now. It's Meta leak coding time. Thank you for stopping by, Chi Chi. If you're gonna stream your Meta leak code stuff, you know I'm about to get off soon. Also, I'm gonna raid you if you're on. So I think my current manager now, I don't think I really talked about this much on stream, but I I almost got pipped in my first team. I was doing very bad my first year for a few reasons that I'm not gonna get into, but one of them was because of how I was like not doing my work. I was just chilling, that's for sure. Another reason, other things, but um yeah, I was really chilling, man. I thought, I heard all the rumors before I joined Google. Like everyone was talking about, yeah, Google is a place to go if you don't want to work and you just want to chill all day and, you know, add 5 pixels padding to a button and you get paid $200,000-300,000 a year to do that. So I believed all those things, man. I thought when I joined Google, I was like, yeah, this is it. Big chilling. When I went to work, I thought everyone was just gonna be relaxing and sipping lattes and doing whatever, playing table tennis and stuff, and maybe working for like 10 minutes a day. So that's the life I thought I was I was getting into, but I quickly realized it wasn't like that. And all those rumors about chilling, it's true, but it's not true for new people. I think a new person has to come and they have to prove their worth before they're allowed to coast like that. everyone says Google is like a coaster's paradise. And I think there is a lot of good work-life balance there. But people who coast, they don't coast 24/7, I think. And coasting is seasonal. You gotta know when to coast. Yeah, you gotta learn how to coast too. I would think people uh, are being chilling too. What? So that's so team. Yeah, I think it's very team dependent, and it also depends on the type of work that you're doing or how much work your team has at the moment. I see this around me, but that's not something I could do without feeling guilty. Um, anyways, so after I got labeled a low performer, I got labeled probably in September of 2022, and I joined December 2021. Maybe even August, I got labeled a low performer. And that's when I started like actually working hard, like grinding but not grinding too hard. Let me say that's when I started working to my full 40-hour capacity. I wasn't going over 40 hours, but I was working the full 40 hours during this time. Anyways, I forget what I was trying to talk about, man. I don't know why I started rambling. But, oh yeah, I was trying to talk about my team switch to my new manager. Yeah, so I reached out to my manager now used to be a tech lead on my old team. My old team was like this huge team. And eventually the big team got split into 3 different teams, and my now manager became a manager then when that thing split. So back then we're all still one big team, and I reached out to this tech lead for mentorship. I was like, hey, I'm struggling right now, clearly. I would like to set up a weekly meeting where I just come to you with all my problems and you help me. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. So we set up this weekly meeting, and then it was like on Wednesdays or something. And the week before the meeting, like before we had the thing, I would like really, really work hard. That's when I was doing the Pomodoros on stream. So I was doing like 6 Pomodoros a day, or even 7 Pomodoros a day, man. That's like 7 hours of nonstop work. And I would be reading all the design docs from everybody. I would be scouring the code base and reading all the lines and seeing what everyone is up to. And it really helps me understand our service a lot more. And then I was able to like work super quick and implement relatively not large, but good sized projects. I was able to design and implement quickly with the help of this tech lead. And that's how I developed this relation with the tech lead. And then one day, I guess, what happened? Yeah, so I guess the tech lead got promoted to like a manager now. She had her own team. And I was very interested in joining her team. So I reached out to her, and she needed people for her team. She had headcount. So that's all it took, man. So even though I was labeled a low performer on paper, I had like an M rating. That new manager that I went to didn't care, because they knew how I worked. They knew what I delivered. They knew that like I got along with everyone on her team. And she just took me in as the newest member, and I was able to move to New York, which is probably one of the more difficult places to move to. And then now, so I moved to her team in like October of 2023. And in pretty much 6 months of being on her team, I got promoted to L4. So I think who your manager is one of the most important things about how well you do in a company. Um, yeah, now I guess I'm like a high performer in some ways. But on my old team, nothing's really changed except my manager. But I was a low performer on the old team, you know? So at these big companies, I'm a strong believer in it doesn't really matter what org you're in or anything. What you should really care about is who is your manager and how do you vibe with them. I guess it does matter if like your manager and your whole team gets axed because you're not working on anything important to the company, but we are working on like business critical things, so I'm not too worried about the whole org or the whole team getting laid off. And then I have good relations with my current manager, so I just feel everything is good right now. Everything is Genki, man. On YouTube, Shubham, what's happened? The job market in 2024 has been challenging, but what are your thoughts on the outlook for the coming years? I've heard the job market is getting a little bit better. Um, it's very challenging for sure, but it's not impossible to get a new offer, especially if you have a few years of experience already. I think the biggest challenge is for like new grads or people looking to break into tech without much experience. But for like mid and senior level, I think all you got to do is keep on keeping on, and you should be able to find work these days. And outlook for the coming years, I don't know, man. I don't want to like. I guess everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I feel my opinion isn't worth any more than what your opinion might be, because nobody can really predict the future, man. But if you want to hear what I think it's gonna probably take a few years before it bounces back to. I don't know if it will ever be as hot as it was in like 2020, 2019, 2021. But I think like for sure they can't just cut off the supply of new grads and everything is going to be okay in a few years. At some point, there's going to be a shortage of engineers again. Like, once all the CS majors switch majors and they don't get into the industry because it's so tough to get in, it's going to like reverse because now there isn't that good pipeline anymore. And I think the demand for software is increasing as it has been every year since however long, 20 years ago or more. I don't see tech diminishing in our daily lives unless maybe we go back to sticks and stones and there's nuclear war and there's no more electricity in the whole world or something crazy like that. That's a possibility, but it's unlikely, you know? I think as we go through the years, we're more dependent on technology than ever before, and technology is emerging into industries that we haven't really seen them in yet. So that means basically every industry is going to have a growing demand for more engineers. And even with the AI stuff, man, I don't think companies are willing to bet on AI to replace humans yet in the foreseeable future, because it's just so new, man. It's like so cutting edge. No one's gonna risk everything and roll the dice on AI when we don't even really know if it can do things correctly. Like, we know it can't do things correctly. But that stuff takes time too, and AI is expensive. It's not like AI is just free. It's like, for the AI thing to think about stuff, that costs money too, man. That costs a lot of dollars to run electricity. And if every single company were to use AI instead of people, where's all that energy gonna come from? Are we just gonna triple our energy output in 2 years just like that? I think some of these power plants, they take years to build, man. So I think we're a ways away from being replaced with AI, if that's what people are thinking out there. AI is dead like crypto is dead. I don't know if AI is dead, man. Add features to web-based products, troubleshooting something. Wait, what kind of things do you work on currently? I mean, not a product, but a glimpse on the line of work. So I work at Google, and I work in Google Core, and I work in infrastructure. To be more specific, I work on privacy and policy enforcement infrastructure. So my team actually doesn't own any services or products, but we did help build an engine that you ask it some questions about. The questions are basic, like, am I allowed to do something with this data? Like, am I allowed to read this data? Am I allowed to store this data or whatever, right? And our service will just say yes or no. Pretty simple. And that's all we do. So we helped build that engine that makes that decision, but now I don't maintain that engine or anything. What my team works on now is like rolling out new policies or rolling out new policies is basically my team now. Before it was like integrating the engine into all the main pillars at Google, but we've done that mostly now, and now our objective has changed to like just rolling out policies. So randomly? No, it's not random, man. You give it a bunch of data and we make a decision based on those things. Remember to add insidious bugs to every piece of code you upload to a public repo. Oh, that will help with the job security for AI, man. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, the scale is unreal. I never thought I'd be working on something at this scale. You know, my goals throughout the whole time I wanted to join a big tech company, I always wanted to work on big scale, but I never actually thought I'd be working on the biggest scale possible at Google. Like, I don't think there's much other services that has the same QPS as we do or more. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to like talk about specific numbers or anything, but the QPS is in the billions, man, because every single service at Google is calling our service, basically. Everything, you know, all the storage systems, all the processing systems, like everything comes through us, and it's really insane. I'm like blown away every time I look at the data. I'm like in shock. I do a similar line of work at Airbnb, work on cloud infra, more specifically on the service mesh. Have been migrating microservices to the new something interesting. Airbnb. So is Airbnb fully remote? Like they say, can you just work anywhere in the world for real? Or is it like a lot of limitations on it? Oh, Shubham Singh, can you review my resume if I give you the Google Drive link? I don't really do resume reviews, and I'm about to get off stream, but I can try to give you some tips. I'm not the person to review resumes, man. I didn't get Yeah, go. You should check out this person, Chi Chi Impacts. Here, I'll give you this. This person is another streamer in the LeetCode community, but he does resume reviews. I'm not, like, my resume is probably trash. I never got a job based on my resume. Like, I never got my Google job based on my resume. I got my Google job because I'm a LeetCode monkey, man, and I got lucky. Not because they saw my resume and it was the craziest thing they've ever seen. Definitely not. They allow you to work anywhere. They incentivize people to work from offices, but it's not required. Unlimited PTO. Ugh. I hate unlimited PTO, man. It's not great. But, yeah. I think it's a scam. Or not a scam. It's like, it's not really unlimited. Zemo lol. I am an L4. That's a mid-level. A way to not pay your unused PTO when you leave. Yeah, that's what it really is, I feel. Because it's not like you can just show up one day and be like, hey guys, I'm going to take 60 days off. See you later. No, they're going to be like, fire this guy, man. Get him out of here. So that's not unlimited. That's like a cell phone data company saying we give you unlimited data, but the moment you use more than 2 gigabytes, you get throttled to like 2G speeds, you know? A colleague just took 3 months. I think they don't pay the full period. Oh, I see. Throttled is not getting paid. Yeah. Do you think Amazon's RTO will change the current industry? Man, I'm not sure. I don't think everyone is gonna follow what Amazon did. I think people are watching closely to see how it plays out, and maybe some companies, maybe it will like create, you know, 2 different types of companies. Fully in the office 5 days a week. That's what my team is right now. We go into the office every day, but since I moved to Queens, I've been going in about 3 times, 4 times a week. But we're mainly a 5 days in a week office team. Like, my manager is in there 5 days a week. Most of my teammates go in 5 days a week. And a lot of people in my org go in at least 3 or 4 days. I don't mind 5 days, man. 5 days is, I actually enjoy going into the office. Let me tell you why I like the office. I get my social fix from the office. Like, I enjoy hanging out with my coworkers. I enjoy talking to them about random things. I think I have like a good time with them. I like to eat free food. I like to take home snacks. I like drinks. I don't buy drinks and stuff. I take all my Coca-Cola, my nice fancy drinks. All my Cheetos are from work. I take nuts and fruits from work. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this publicly, man, because it makes me look like super cheap. But I think all of that free food is a part of my compensation, man. And if I don't take it, I'm like just giving up my compensation for free. So if I keep taking snacks and stuff throughout the year, I imagine it's almost $10,000 worth of food, man, and snacks that I didn't have to buy. Toilet paper? No. I don't take toilet paper. There sucks. So I don't think they're making up for the front-loaded RSU. Yeah, with refresher. No, it doesn't. So I take home like 2 burritos a day also because they're easy. They wrap them in like foil and I can just slide them in my bag. I don't need a to-go box or anything. So I take home, I feed like my family with all these snacks too. I really don't know. if this is good to talk about, but it is what it is. I think everyone does it, man. So some people actually do that. Wait, what do you mean? I take home food, man. Feed family of 8. I try to feed my family of 3 with burritos. I think they're sick of eating burritos though, but they don't have a choice. And you know, do you have to put them in your pants now? I put them in my bag. Sometimes I bring like a little Target bag, and I might take a lot of snacks if I'm in the office late. So if I work late, like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm taking extra snacks, man. Because, I worked extra hard. What else? Like, I like to play pool at work. That's fun. I think that's worth something, because if I wanted to play pool, I'd have to pay hourly for a table. I don't know how much it costs, maybe $20 an hour. So I get to play for free. So I consider that real money, because maybe I'd be out there trying to find a billiards club or something. Take light bulbs? No. What else? How good am I at pool? I'm not good. Chi-Chi is good at pool, man. We played some pool, but I don't know how to describe. Like, I'm not in a league or anything. I like pool and table tennis. I'm not into table tennis that much. But man, it's way past my bedtime. It's like 12:22. But you know what? Tomorrow is basically Friday, so it's all good. TGIF. Do you stock free alcohol at your office? I don't drink anymore. Well, in Sunnyvale, they used to have a keg, and I would drink sometimes with my team at the keg. But on Thursdays, they have alcohol after at like 5 p.m. You can go grab beers and wine or whatever. But I don't really take. If I was drinking, maybe I'll grab a few beers to take home too. There's a few kegs around the office, hidden in all different places. Streaming tomorrow? No. I only stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. To the family? Wait, drinking? No. People in my family don't drink either. So, yeah, that's why I like going into the office, man. There's a lot of free things. So anytime I gotta pay to go to the office. I gotta pay $3 round trip before tax money, because I can get the pre-tax commuter card to take the subway. But man, I'm making sure I'm getting reimbursed for my $6, That's 100%. I'm getting more than reimbursed. You sure, frugal? Yeah, what can I say, man? I like to, maybe some people might call me cheap, but I got no regrets. Have you ever watched South Park? I have heard of it. I don't really watch it. Yeah, I think like not only do I get the monetary value of whatever the snacks are, but it saves me so much time, man. I don't have to go grocery shopping as often as I would have, or things like that. Like food, I don't have to, if I'm taking the burritos home, I don't have to worry about cooking food and storing all that stuff in my fridge. I just grab the food and I get my time back. Life is good, Anyways, I gotta go. Let's get out of here.
stat count under 0.
Chi Impact. It's time. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me talk about all this random junk. Probably I shared more than I should have, but that's what real life is like, man. I'm not trying to hide things. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. Maybe I'm a bit too transparent with my tendencies. But if they want me in the office, it's gonna cost them, you know. Anyways. Your confidence might go up a lot. Wait, if you test the market? Nah, I'm alright. 3 burritos. I've only ever done 2 burritos, man. Alright, JW01, no condom Chris, why saying adios, Demon, see you later. Zombie, Killer Whale, have a good night. Constant Rains, see you later. Thank you for tuning in. Brett, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Pathless Odin, have a good night. X-Proof, see you later. Q7, Zemo Lol, everyone, have a good night, man. We're about to go raid Chi. See you on the weekend. See you later, YouTube.